What up? What up? What? God damn! What the shit? Take me down some. They want that. Hello. They trying to get the white folks Georgia Avenue to hit, man. I don't want them to hit. They'll shut us down tonight. What's going on? What's going on? What up? It's your boy Black Grunge, man. We're here once again, as we are every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. The Entourage Hour on ListenVisionLive.com, man.
Radio.
With always with the First Lady.
Always got that one mama.
First Lady.
One mama.
And a rare back-to-back moment we have our Hebrew brother, Demond. I mean, you know. This is like... We got him on 2 back-to-back shows. These motherfuckers do back-to-backs, man. This is what, 2 shows?
It's a rarity. It's a rarity.
2 shows. 2 shows.
2 weeks in a row.
Must be some pie in.
Man,
Right. We talking about something real good.
I don't know what y'all told this brother. Y'all must have told him about some money.
Lied to me. They might have lied to me.
Huh?
They might have lied to me.
They did.
Yeah.
They did, because that's the only way we can get you up here.
That's
two
That's
weeks
it.
in a row.
You know, I don't do the consecutive thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like one gig, I'm out. That's how it's got to be. One gig, I'm out. Straight up. But
boy, you can be a Hebrew or whatever. You still a nigga, boy. These niggas, boy, 100. They niggas, man. So tonight, man, we got
It's week 2, which is our social political issue week.
Yeah.
So we are, trolling off of hot topics, whatever's going on in the media, social media, things right now. And we got a couple of different things that we want to discuss tonight. So, Basheen, did you want to go ahead and...
I'm going to just say something real quick. So, we have weeks, and we we do a music week. We do...
Our segments.
Our weekly segments. We do music, then we do politics, and then...
BGOBG.
We do BGOB, and then, we do some mixed stuff in the 4th week. But we actually cover... We jumble everything into...
It's all encompassing.
You know what I'm saying? Because it always comes back to sex, always comes back to some humorous, always comes back to, maybe not music, but, other topics that it'll come back to. So,
always relevant.
We pride ourselves on being Listen Vision's variety show. You know what I mean? We try to hit everything, but
cylinders.
All cylinders.
Right.
So we're gonna let our human dictionary, our human thesaurus. This
why don't you tell them when we're going down first?
Did you major in research?
Nah,
this nigga just reads. I was
Team
locked
Virgo,
up.
Team
I got
Virgo.
locked up back in my day when I was doing some eating pork, nigga. And shit. I read some books, so
I don't deal with that.
Not now, as you know, nigga. You had a pork chop sandwich.
He
was like,
he
was like, brother, I'm educated, brother, so I read books and shit. But we're gonna do our first topic. Our first topic, man, if y'all haven't heard, was or an issue that's going on is this Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
Now, I'm a little
thing.
disturbed about this whole thing. It seemed like a stunt to me.
Now,
And that's
Of
what-
course, it's publicity. Yeah, it's
I feel like it's
publicity.
publicity.
So basically,
stunt. I mean,
that's
am
what they're
I
doing.
wrong,
They're
or-
going
It's
on
publicity.
they're going on a 4-day
I used to be all
round
in
the
the
world
boxing,
tour.
I just don't care no more.
It sucks now.
People like Floyd killed it for me.
He's
Yeah.
fighting fucking Conor McGregor.
He's like, what are you doing?
He's fighting Conor McGregor.
All these young lions out here
So-
want to eat, and
You ain't gonna fight none of them.
So basically, he's they went on a 4-day tour. They
Okay.
went from L.A. to
New
Toronto to New
Okay.
York, and then to.
So they went to
finished
these
up
cities
today.
together?
Yes, in London,
And promoting this thing.
and doing like a.
But hold on.
like a
Go
box
ahead.
press
Go
conference,
ahead. Go
4 box
ahead.
press
Go ahead.
conferences.
okay.
So basically they going back and forth, and they come out. Conor McGregor made a comment.
Do you think it's a real fight though, or
Oh,
It
no,
is
no,
a
no,
real
no.
fight.
Oh, no.
It's a planned fight.
I don't
If that's
think.
what
I
you
think
mean.
it's staged from Jump
course.
Street.
Okay, I think
Anyway,
it's staged.
Money,
Okay.
money, money.
Conor McGregor made a comment about Floyd Mayweather had a bunch of dudes dancing around like the monkeys in the Rocky 3 movie when they was in the gym training with Apollo.
Oh, yeah,
so he
yeah,
made a
yeah.
reference to his boy Floyd's boys being monkey. Then he was telling Floyd, calling him boy.
You
dance with
can't
your boy.
read.
Well,
You
that's,
can't
the nigga
read.
can't read, so I
No,
can't.
Floyd
That's
We
can't
all
true.
know that's common knowledge. That's common
Yeah,
knowledge.
the nigga can't
That's
read.
common knowledge.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
Floyd has problems reading, okay?
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you got punched in the head,
Tell me.
well,
No,
Nah, nigga.
Floyd could never
Floyd
read. You have
Floyd
to
don't get
know
pu-
how to read.
Before
and then get punched
Floyd,
in the head.
yeah.
exactly.
Floyd never went to the learning
Before
process.
before
okay?
his ass was in grade
been getting hit in
school,
the
that
head from
motherfucker.
jump.
Well, you gotta
couldn't
blame
read.
his father for that one. Then.
Nah, he a
Hey,
dumb
his
motherfucker
father was
too.
his
That-
trainer, so he should have been given the
Man,
education
no.
too.
And so I'm gonna fight McGregory. He's calling this motherfucker McGregory the whole
McGregory?
time. I
Oh,
said,
my
God damn, nigga, just one.
McGregor.
Mine's a terrible.
Okay,
Anyway.
so he going
so
on
he
Floyd.
did- so
he's
he did
calling
the-
him boy.
he
He's going
going
on
boy.
somebody can't read.
You know what? Well, not even the can't read, but he's talking about calling his entourage when they was dancing around, dancing like monkeys.
Yeah,
He's calling
that's
them
why I
dancing
don't-
monkeys
I
from the
got
Rocky
issues
4
with
movie.
The like the Irish people anyway.
Right. Well, I'm
All
sorry.
Irish
I'm
people I
sorry.
know is always
He
goddamn
referred
like that.
to the cast in Rocky 3 that were in the locker room when Rocky first came in the gym.
Got you.
He
Yeah.
referred to them as monkeys.
Oh,
that they
okay.
was the movie.
Oh,
Someone
oh.
asked him, "What was his? Would he be able to fight? Would he be able to beat Rocky?"
Right.
In Rocky 3,
Right.
and he was
So
like,
he's-
which one was that? And his boy shouted out, the one with the dancing monkey. He's like, oh yeah, the one that was in the locker room with all them dancing monkeys.
Right.
And so
Okay.
social media blew up. So the follow,
But that was taken out of context then, though, because that's not what he was really saying, then, was it? I mean,
Yeah, that's what he said. He said the Rocky movie
Right.
that had the dancing monkeys, meaning
Okay.
the black folks that were in the
All right,
gym.
all right.
this is 3.
Rocky 3 when Apollo
That's
took
when
him
he
into the
fought
gym.
T.
Mr. T. Yeah, Mr. T.
Clover Lane,
Yeah,
Mark,
there
I
you
got
go.
listen,
you. All right.
come here, hey, woman,
Oh yeah.
eat your pussy like some ramen noodles with hot sauce on them. Like, God damn, Mr. T, they put that line in there. That's the
Yeah.
edit. That's the director's
The
cut.
edited version.
Come here, woman. Eat that pussy like some ramen noodles
That's
with hot sauce. Don't even put the package in there. I don't want to sauce it. So that was that motherfucker. But anyway, so that's what he did. So he came back in New York.
Okay.
He came
So they
back,
said this when they was in Toronto. Then they flew to New York.
then they flew to New York.
Okay.
And when they were in New York and did their press conference, he came out. He was like, I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this and this.
That's the first time when you know you're
That-
racist.
Hold
You
on.
gotta
First
come
of
out and
all,
say, I'm
this
not
nigga
racist.
came out like
I'm not racist.
Hold on,
That's
hold
when you
on,
know your
hold
ass
on.
is
First of all, when McGregor came out, I watched a little video that was on social
talking about the
media,
white coat?
whatever. Where he came out looking like Jadena with the little fitted suit and all
like-
that, and then he was talking about Floyd Mayweather, and that's when he was talking about the you can't read, and he made a whole roast. Like he sat there and literally roasted.
Yeah, he roasted him.
Then
man.
Floyd decided to take it upon himself as the rebuttal to that. He went and grabbed the flag and wrapped it around himself.
that's
and,
another part.
Yeah,
So
it's
now-
like
so
it's
it's like-
hyped up like this national.
So a lot of
thing, this
people are
color
like,
thing. Right, right,
so
right.
because Floyd took the
flag,
Irish flag,
the
and
flag.
threw it on the ground, that he probably
Disrespect.
disrespected some people in Ireland. So okay,
No,
all
you
that.
threw the
so-
flag on the ground. You disrespect
Great
some
white
people.
hype.
I mean,
So with all that,
Great white hype.
all that comes to a head when they're in, like I said, they're in New York.
What's Connor's weight though? What's he? Ain't he like 170 something?
Nigga, let me get the point out first.
All right,
Then we
all right,
can talk
go ahead.
about
Go
it.
ahead, go ahead,
God
go ahead.
damn.
Yeah, no, I'm just
I don't
learning
know
all
the
this
tail
shit.
of the tape, nigga. I ain't motherfucking the motherfucker that we doing the motherfucking measure. That nigga, let me get this.
This
Hold
is
on.
our researcher. This is our
Well,
researcher.
I need facts. I
Okay.
need data.
Facts.
Nigga, that don't matter. Hey, does it matter if a nigga call you
Go
a
ahead,
nigga what a nigga look like?
Go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Does it matter if the white nigga, if he's 110 pounds or 250 pounds, call you a nigga? Does it matter?
No, it
Okay,
matters
there we
if
go.
Floyd's going to take the cat.
So this is the
tonight. Go
thing.
ahead.
So basically, goddamn. So basically, Connor's rebuttal to that was, "I'm not racist. I don't see color. Y'all don't know I'm half black from the waist down. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
And so one commentator said, well, there's another stereotype. Listen, I got a big dick. That's a stereotype. I don't give. Kind of say he packing like a brother. Let him say he packing like a brother. You know what I'm saying? I take that as a badge of honor. That motherfucker say, I'm half black from the waist down. I don't care you Mexican.
I definitely see that.
Hold
but
on,
that's
half
still-
black from
that's
the waist
still-
down. Is he talking about his package?
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
what-
talking about.
yeah.
Guess who just joined the conversation,
So,
y'all?
All right. Yeah,
Goddamn,
Of
goddamn,
course,
first lady.
First lady.
She just joined that motherfucker. So
Right.
that was
You know how I
that
do.
case. And so, a lot
So
of
don't
people.
you think? Do you think that's a racial? You think that's a racial connotation or what? I mean, what
you could
saying?
take it. Me personally, like I said, if he want to say he's black from the waist
So
down,
it's a compliment. So he's black from the waist
for
down.
me, it's a compliment for
So
as a
that's
brother.
cool. But from the top
But
up,
calling
he gonna be
people,
something
but
else,
calling,
and that's okay,
but
right?
calling, people niggas monkeys and shit jumping around.
Oh, that's
you
your
know,
line in the sand right
That
there.
line
Okay,
right there
okay,
was
I see,
something
I see, I see.
that took effect. But I take this a little tongue in cheek because my boxing is one of those sports that when you have press conference, shit happen. Mike Tyson said that he was going to eat Lennox Lewis' fucking baby.
Yeah.
Then he told one motherfucker he was going to fuck him like a homosexual. I said,
Yeah,
God
no,
damn,
he said
Mike.
that. I remember that.
I
I
said,
watched that.
Mike.
That's the first time I looked at Mike, and I was like, Mike,
Fuck. And I met
you've
Mike.
been in too long, Mike.
I
This
met
is-
Mike. Mike was a cool
this
man.
is not-
Man,
Mike
I fucking
ride down
fuck
his
you.
bike
You
down
pussy,
Howard.
You pussy, I'll fuck you in your ass like a fucking faggot. I said, Mike.
That's what he said. It's true.
Say you gonna beat his ass.
That's-
Don't say you gonna fuck him.
That was definitely
In the ass.
That
in the
definitely,
ass.
that definitely raised my
Like a
eyebrow.
faggot and a homosexual. I'm like,
Right,
God,
right.
I mean, teach his
He,
own.
he
But
professed too much.
if you gonna, punish a motherfucker, I'm gonna put you in a room and I'm gonna beat your fucking ribs. Give me that.
Right.
Don't tell the man you gonna
ludicrous.
sodomize him. It's just,
Right.
God,
That's.
nigga, you off everything. Give him some marijuana. 'Cause that nigga was
So
on.
keep going with. Go ahead, man.
Okay,
Keep
so
going.
basically that's what people are saying that it's a great a heavy racial undertone. It's Conor McGregor.
The
racist.
great white
And
hype.
that's gonna lead
It's the
into
great white
actually-
hype,
this gonna
basically.
actually
The
lead
movie,
into
right.
the
Samuel L. Jackson.
segment
No.
about the young man getting lynched.
James
about
Earl
how we're
Jones,
viewed
the original.
overseas.
Oh, the
So
original, yeah.
a lot of those countries,
Right.
if you go to soccer games,
Right.
I mean, they throw nooses and
Oh
bananas.
yeah,
on
they
the
don't
fucking
play.
pitch.
They don't fuck
You know what I'm
around.
saying?
Oh yeah,
It
they
just-
will do your ass down
So-
there. They be having them players.
So
crying
do I
and shit on the
believe
soccer
he's
field.
racist? Yeah, I think he may have some racist quality. I don't know the man, but I could believe that he has some racial qualities
but
about
do
him.
you believe
but do
that
I
it's
believe
more
it's
for the
extra
promoting it?
hype?
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
okay. All right,
Do I believe
all
it's
right.
extra hype
For money.
Because you look,
Right.
if you have that tension,
Right. Then everybody
gonna-
wants to see
what's
it.
gonna make money?
Because nobody. That's why I asked.
Nobody
his weight.
believes in the fight. They fight at 154.
Oh shit, Conor went
Exactly.
down. Oh,
Yeah.
Floyd
shit.
went up.
Man, Floyd usually fight at
He fought
149,
at
150.
Conor didn't go that far down.
Man, Floyd's gone as high as 160 before. He don't care.
But Conor only
I think
dropped
Conor
like
was like
fucking
170.
3 pounds. No.
Really?
Fuck no.
Oh yeah, I didn't see
Oh, got the
that.
studio audience over here coming.
No, I
Add
got
to
to check
that.
Conor's weight. But go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm with
so
you.
I believe is like he rubbed this motherfucker's head in London today.
Who? Conor rubbed
Rubbed
Floyd's head.
and Floyd smiled. You know what I'm saying?
It's, they making money. That's all it is.
That's the telltale.
They getting
making
people
money.
stirred up because they know that's the one thing right now to
Only
get everybody.
person that can touch my head is my wife and my kids. Anybody outside of that motherfucking spectrum, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. If it's a dude, nigga, we got the fight. We got the duel. Somebody rub my shit.
Oh, that's pretty. No,
he was
that's.
like, I'm like,
Oh
you
yeah,
got
no,
me
that's
fucked up,
pretty.
champ.
That's.
Somebody
that's
got to
extra.
go. That's you,
Yeah, no, that's lines.
nigga. You got to go.
Yeah.
You can't rub.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't even shave my shit today because I ain't want to rub.
All right, so one moment.
Moving on.
I'm sitting here
All
with
right,
Manu
so-
Ginobili and shit. 'cause I ain't feel like fucking
You think
shaving
it's
my head in the rain.
a game or you think it's something else?
It's
To me,
support.
it's rigged. It's always
Okay.
rigged. It's
All right.
always rigged.
All right.
Boxing,
It's just-
sports
like I
in
said,
general.
does he have? I mean, to call a black
Who's
person
that?
a monkey and knowing what that means, yeah, you got some
Yeah,
fucking.
and probably
racial-
some.
Yeah, it's to
but
raise tension.
it's for money.
It's to raise tension and get
Yeah.
people aroused, so that
Let's
way,
not-
you know what I'm
let's
saying,
not-
it fuels
let's
the
not
fight.
act-
So that way, it's more people tuning into pay-per-view.
Exactly. Right. They're gonna-
Who's going to get that money? At
Exactly.
the end of the day, it comes
There
down
you
to the
go.
fucking money.
First
It's
lady
all about
Lloyd
that
is
dollar.
getting pay-per-view.
So yeah.
I mean, Boston, God, bless your hat. It's I've lived in Cobb County, Georgia, and Mississippi. Boston is the fucking racist city.
I've been there
in the
twice,
fucking
and that shit
United
is-
States
I've only been
of
once,
America.
It's not cute.
I'm telling you, they
I
can,
seen this shit.
I thought I was in the
that
Twilight
bullshit
Zone.
they want
so.
you. But let me tell you, Boston, You know, okay, DOD say fuck Boston. So, you know, I mean, let's just be real. And like I said, I've been in fucking Mississippi where movies was made about motherfuckers. I got family in Georgia that don't go to Mississippi. Like, goddamn.
Say, I'm below
Then
the
they said,
bottom,
I
though,
said,
and
look.
that's rough up there.
And then they said Boston is some other shit. Boy.
But you know what? Hold on. You know what? Boston. Yeah, they got some like between the cops and the firefighters and all that stuff. That little tension that they got going on up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They do have some racist stuff because you know the majority of the people there are Irish and the Irish and the
That's
blacks.
why I brought it up. I
and,
thought,
That's
you
why I
know.
brought up Boston because
So,
it's a large.
you
It's
know,
a large. That's like the large population. South Boston, yeah.
But hold up, New Edition is from up that area.
They're from Boston too.
So yeah, they from around that way.
I didn't know
You
that.
know what I mean?
I thought they was
So
from Philadelphia.
no,
But Boston is so bad that I read that the Supreme Court ruled it that if a person of color runs from the police, if the police say come in,
Oh yeah.
that is not illegal to run.
Yeah, because you fear for your
usually
life.
it would be
He's
like
right.
an admiration
They
of
actually
guilt
made
to run.
a ruling about
but
that,
it's
yeah.
so bad, racial tension there in Boston, so bad that it's not even illegal for
If
you
you
to
run from
run from the
them,
police.
yeah, you have a reasonable fear for your life.
wow.
And Boston like
They already
they
know.
like
It's-
they cover.
it's
They be
cool.
like, man, Boston.
Hold on.
you
So
know,
it's a law
Yeah, it's one of the books.
that if you run from the police,
Yeah.
you
You
are
won't-
justified
if
because
you're justified because you have a reasonable fear for your life.
normally
Wow.
that's evading
They
arrest.
stayed in
So-
like district court for a year. I mean, he's right. It went all the way to Supreme.
Yeah.
It went
Wow.
to district court. Yeah, this was actually a couple years ago. Actually,
Them niggas like shit.
Yeah.
They need
Wow.
to make that everywhere. Come here, boy. Nigga, I'm gone. I can't fuck with you.
I don't even know
I
how this
can't
gonna
fuck
turn
with
out.
you.
I'm
I'm
out.
gone, nigga. I can't. And you can't shoot me in my back for fleeing, nigga. I'm
So,
gone. I like,
so let's
catch me if you can.
let's segue
I got
that
fucked
into
up knees,
to shootings then. And racial tensions overall. There's also the Bakari Henderson, the brother who went over to Greece,
Yes.
and they stomped that boy so bad.
They
It was
in
like 15 of them whooping on him.
They in
And
the
he had
jail.
friends with him there. And they watched. I'm like, what kind of friends was that? Y'all watched him get stomped to death. Talking about they was trying to do CPR on him. and shit.
whatever.
White people, if you down with me, you got to be ready to go. 'Cause,
I'm like-
I mean, I don't fight. I'm just saying.
Right.
I mean,
I'm like,
don't.
come on.
No, I fight,
If
and nah,
if
you
some
gotta
black
be ready to
people
go
was beating your
regardless,
ass in the
so,
hood, I'm
nah.
gonna be like, hey, he's with me. He's with me. Just leave
Not
him
gonna be
alone.
like, damn.
They
Oh,
beat his
oh.
ass. So, what
all
was he
trans-
outside of a nightclub or something?
They was in a bar.
Yeah.
And he took a selfie, and they can't. There's a lot of speculation going on. Don't nobody really know exactly what happened, but the prevailing theory is that he took a selfie and was too close to someone else, and they didn't like that. So
And-
a bunch of Serbians,
And
Young lady.
Serbian waitress, right?
oh,
Privates, right.
Oh.
Because he was like, he's kind of like tall, whatnot. So
Nigga, you want a job in research? Because you don't out research him. And
Yeah.
goddamn.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
That
So
nigga
the
ass.
prevailing theory is that this right here sparked the argument. You know what I'm saying? The video is online. Everybody can see it. That's the only one they showing. The one where like they throw a bottle at him. He duck it, and then he leaves out, and they start chasing him and whatnot. But from that, he makes it 20 feet. And like I said, they finally catch up to him, and it's just like it don't take long, man. It's like maybe 6 minutes or so. They beat him about his body and about his head until he was dead.
but hold on. My question is, did they? I haven't seen the video, so this is the
Right.
first I'm hearing about it. Did he, when he took the selfie, did he intentionally take it with that
I
context
have no idea.
in mind?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's ask this
So
young
he
man.
took
So,
it, and she had the knowledge that.
give a
he's
story,
getting-
young man.
That's right.
we
Come
got
on,
our
come
studio
on.
audience up here. Go ahead and get on the mic.
From the
Go ahead,
video
Rasta.
that I saw, the young lady took a picture with him. There was a group of Serbian men that was in the bar at the time.
Right.
One of the Serbian men had a word with him in reference to what he was doing, and he let them know he's just taking pictures. And he was there to be taking pictures. So the side of the story that I saw was breaking down how him being there to take a picture is actually what ended up getting him killed.
Right.
Like he was doing what he was there.
Right.
He
He
was
started-
American.
he
He's
He's
American.
American.
Yeah,
he
he was
started
Okay,
American
so
medical
we
business.
all
He's
know
like
as Americans,
22
you
years
cannot
old.
go over to those countries and take pictures. They flip out over cartoons. So, but what I'm
No,
saying
these
is,
were Serbians. and
so
they
did
they
he
were-
take the picture with the intention of her looking like she was down?
No,
around?
she got
She got
down
the
in that
pose.
position.
Oh,
He just
okay.
snapped
Yeah.
it. The
Oh.
young man
She
had a
got
word
it,
with him.
right.
Okay.
Then
the video I saw, like I said, he saw much.
yeah,
yeah.
I saw the video of them being outside. He ran out of the
Right,
bar,
right.
ran into the car,
That's the one I saw.
and they knocked him down and then
Right.
stomped him out. And it's like It was a dog pile.
Right.
Wow.
Right. And like I said, so that Greece, they've always have a problem with like
Black
you
people.
know, not just black people, but just violence over all around. They live off the tourist industry.
Anybody know
Greece,
if Trump
Italy,
bitch ass made a
Greece,
comment or
Italy,
statement?
that whole region.
Did Trump make a
usually,
statement
you know
about
what I mean?
that?
And
Pretty-
I would hold on. First of all, I want to say this.
Wait, what?
I want to give a shout out to my to our
heard
listeners
him say
from
nothing.
Italy and Greece,
Right.
because we do have people that tune in from there. But I have heard a consensus of people I know, military-wise, that have been stationed overseas and government-wise that have been stationed overseas that are of African American descent. They have animosity.
All you gotta do is know anybody
The
who's in the
people
military
over
that
there have
team.
animosity towards people of color,
Yeah.
and that's not the only place, but that's just the first one.
The Greece
So
been mad since
you
the Peloponnesian
think with
War.
that
They still
already
mad.
are being embedded in their heads? Let's just say hypothetically, these people already had this racism embedded in their heads.
Yes.
Do you
my
think
whole-
that's
yes.
why they went? And did?
There was the Serbians that were over there. Yes, absolutely. They were Serbians.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Serbia is what started off World War One. Mm-hmm. Right. So they always been like that since the Peloponnesian Wars. The Greeks had to fight for that region from the darker people from Anatolia and stuff up there, and they lost. And the Persians had to come bail their asses out. So they've always had I'm sorry, it's your history, it's true. They've always had a beef with that shit. They've always had a beef with, people up there. So that didn't surprise me at all when I saw it. Everybody was so shocked, whatever. He was young, and I didn't even realize what he just said about the picture. That was, he just graduated college. He had like 2 or 3 businesses started. Like he said, he was over there to take pictures for his business. He was about doing, he was doing things.
But here's the thing. Is there some? I'm gonna play like the middle road devil
Sure.
advocate right here. Is there a responsibility that we as Americans or as African Americans have to take when we go over to these countries, knowing how
I think
strict their
yes.
laws are and knowing how they are
I think
about
yes.
photography, about women?
You gotta do it at
how
home.
they're-
Why
you
wouldn't
know
you do
what I
it
mean?
out
Like,
on abroad? Yeah, you got
But,
to
I mean,
walk
like,
in a different road here.
There's some
Why would you do
research that you have to do before going to these countries so that you don't offend these other countries. Because, over here in America, we have this sense of entitlement. We can do whatever and we'll say whatever because we got free speech and this and
Right.
that, whatever.
Right.
It's not like that everywhere you go. You know what I mean? So for people
And they
that have
locked
never
up
been
3 of the
outside the
Serbian
country,
men. They
you know what
locked
I
up
mean?
3 of the
Being able
Serbian
to
men.
observe,
Right.
being able to observe that country's customs
Right.
or, their rules or their laws,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's Sharia, whatever. Being able to observe that, we are not really hip to that. We go over to places and thinking, "Oh, I'm an American. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z."
Right.
Not saying it's like necessarily like a ego thing, but
Yeah,
we
no,
just
no,
do
no.
it just
No,
because
I
that's what we
totally-
know.
I totally agree.
I'm
with
sure you can
I
go
totally
online
agree.
and see a bunch of Serbian dudes taking some pictures that were probably worse than that.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it's their custom. That's
Right.
some fucked up
That's-
shit.
No,
That
it's
was-
because
they
there was an
did-
American
They
involved.
did.
No, it
a
was 'cause he was
lynching,
black.
Period.
And that too.
That's a
It was
fucking
because he was
lynching.
black. It wasn't because
Like
he
I
was
said,
American.
if you go to Saudi Arabia, all these other places, which we cool at, but it's like I
Saudi
don't know
Arabia?
too many white.
They castrating
not
your
ca-
people
not
over
ca-
there,
not
cuz.
Saudi
What you
Arabia,
talking
but
about?
I'm talking about some of the Middle Eastern places. But
I ain't going with you to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
You
Arabia,
can't even fly
Saudi
in.
Arabia was a poor choice for me to say
Yeah.
because there's other
Yeah.
Middle Eastern countries
You property.
that are cool
Yeah.
than
Some.
this.
Like
So-
United Arab, not the United Arab Emirates, but
UAE.
Qatar.
Oh.
UAE, they all right, but Qatar, they getting bogarted right now by Saudi Arabia and freaking Iran. They pressing them out because they making their own money.
I got some folks in Qatar, so trust me.
Yeah.
There you go. So like I said, some of them spots, man.
Yeah.
And so if you do something to break their culture, I get that.
But that's not what
But, you know,
happened here.
but this right, that's what I'm saying.
Offend
this is
their
something-
culture.
Offend
Not
or
break it.
break or offend.
Break or
whatever.
offend.
Offend.
Right,
This
I would
is
say
this
offend.
this
That's just
was
not what
not.
happened.
This was not that.
Unless you were just saying that their culture is just that if they see a black man with one of their women, they gotta kill him. If that's their culture, then I mean, yeah.
But most races look at black men like that, like they want to kill them. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really
They do.
matter. Chinese people don't like us. You know what I'm
True.
saying? German people don't
They like
us.
Kobe and motherfucking Stephon Marbury.
Of
like
course,
a
the
motherfucker.
people that make the money
Make the
and
money,
that
they cool with
they're
that.
they're
Stephon
in
got
the
some
news.
money. If you ever
But
played
I'm
some
just saying
Stephon
overall
Marbury
in
shit,
general.
you gotta-
You ride a train on China, Japan. Them people cover
Yeah.
their face like you got some type of disease or something.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
But
exactly.
a lot of them have never seen
The Japanese
black
are the
people.
most racist.
A lot of Chinese people have never seen.
But they
black
embrace
people.
hip hop culture.
That's
so
what kills
I will
me.
say that.
That shit
I will say
everything kills
that.
me.
They
They'll
embrace
put
the hip
hat
hop.
on, they'll go to the side.
Wu Tang all day.
All day.
Wu Tang Wu-Tang all day.
Go down little
You know what I'm
Chinatown,
saying?
play Wu-Tang, nigga. They be like, ain't nothing to fuck with. I said, all right, nigga.
Wu-Tang, they love Wu-Tang.
Make sure you
They
give me
love
2
Wu-Tang.
egg rolls in that joint, because y'all dipped me last time, nigga. Think I ain't know. But I knew. They're supposed to give me 2 egg rolls. They ain't give me
But
2.
that's probably because of the martial arts and they pull from the
paid for
anime
2.
aspect of that too. So that's one thing that they can relate to.
What's
but
that?
I mean, just in general with the racism, you know, in other countries towards Black or people of African descent, you know, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It's not just America where this
Especially
is
the
going on.
Mediterranean.
We just
and-
have the
yeah.
unruthful shit with police officers pulling over 9-year-old children playing in their court or their driveway they
I
live
saw
at.
that.
Everybody
You know,
hates
I
niggas.
seen that video last night at 3:00 in the morning of a police officer handcuffing a child for playing in his neighborhood.
He thought the boy was throwing rocks.
And it was like, take me, where's your mama live at? Da, 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 da. Hold on, first of all, I'm a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? You going to handcuff a kid? Seriously?
Yep.
And y'all on camera. They don't even care. They don't even care that
maybe
they're on
a
the
day
camera
ago.
at this point. They don't even care that
It
they're
was
on
released.
camera at this point.
The whole footage was from his
His
chest cam.
body cam.
Right. He rode up on Slim. It's
And
not like he saw him
he
throwing rocks. He was
handcuffed
sitting on
a
the ground.
child.
Yeah, which
A
is against it.
child.
You can't-
Not a teenager. A
You can't
child.
handcuff anybody younger than 12.
A child.
Hey,
So, go ahead, dude.
I just
Hey.
nigga, come and see me. Shit.
Hey, did y'all hear about the police officer that pulled over the state attorney and they didn't realize?
Oh, I saw that one too.
No.
Hold on, and didn't know it was the state's attorney. And she was like, "Hold on, do you know who I am?" And gave him her ID and everything.
Yeah, so the police officer
The
pulled over.
state attorney.
They pulled over this lady, right? I forgot where it was actually.
Florida.
was.
It was in
In
Florida.
yeah.
The only one.
And you know what I'm saying? Like they driving
I
while
just
black.
saw that today.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's what she said. She's like, do you know who I am? She's like, I'm the state attorney. And then that's when he realized, like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
wow.
man. But she was like, "Hold on, can I get your name?" And she wrote his name
Name
down.
down.
He wrote his name, matter of fact, on a little ticket thing that he had in his hand and gave it to her because she said, "I need your name
bad
right
day.
now."
Yeah,
Right
you know,
now.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can't. Sometimes you can't read it.
Yeah,
It's just
I
the
need
way that
your
we
name
track
right
niggas.
now.
I mean, it's just the way.
Right now.
It's just the way that we
So
see it.
it-
They're
so it-
stolen cars by
yeah.
niggas. I mean, just
So it don't matter. At the end of the day, I'm
Sorry,
just
ma'am.
going to go a little off wing here for a second.
No, go ahead.
But
No,
with
no.
body cams and car cams and all that don't mean shit because
No.
these police officers, they are so bold. They don't give a fuck if they got a cam on them or not. If they gonna be racist assholes and do what they gonna do, they're gonna do it in front of a camera or not. And we're busting them left and right, and yet they are not getting convicted. What is the problem, people? What is the problem?
The problem is when they're doing it right on camera like that, it's not that they're being bold. It's that they feel like they're actually doing the right thing.
No, you are not. You are not.
Well,
When
they're doing
the
about
state,
fear.
when the
I
state,
don't agree with that.
when
They're
she
doing about
asked him, she said, "Why did you run my tags?" He's like, "Oh well, man, we run everybody's tags, and your car had tint on it that was
Right.
apparently a little too dark."
Right.
Since when is that probable cause to run
yeah,
somebody's tags?
Right.
Because you got tint on it that's
Right.
too dark.
Right.
And then she happened to be black, and then when you called him on it, she called him in the bullshit on
Right.
top of that.
because before that
She
he
caught
said it
him
was
in that.
because they was stolen cars.
Right.
They was just
Yeah,
trying to
he was
check
like,
for
you
a
know what I'm
stolen
saying?
car.
He came up with every excuse in
You
the
saw the
book.
one from a couple years ago where the guy ran up on a judge who was jogging, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
You saw that one.
ridiculous.
And she was like, what
It's
you doing?
ridiculous.
And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just." He says, "What are you stopping me
This
for?
is
do
what
you
we
want?"
do usually. Really?
Right.
Really? Is that protocol? Is that protocol? You just run up on people and just pull them over and run tags for no fucking reason just because their
And-
tint is dark and this and that and whatever?
And this nonchalant attitude about the killing and destruction of a nation of people, this is extended even to people who are no longer on the force. The other cop
The other
retired.
topic that we were
Yeah,
talking
the other right.
So switching from, I tell you what, let's take like a
Okay.
a minute break.
Right.
And we're gonna come back.
We're gonna be right back, y'all. I gotta calm down.
Right.
First lady, I gotta calm down.
That's fucking real.
Yeah, that's right.
God
Come on,
damn,
that's
she
okay.
don't take all my happy energy. Man. She's like,
All right.
No.
We're back with the Entourage Hour here on WLVS Radio each and every Friday night from 8 to 9 p.m. You can catch us at, guess what? ListenVisionLive.com. How about that? So I'm your First Lady DMV tuning in here, and we got some more interesting topics that we're talking about tonight with our social week. So go ahead, Basheen. You want to go ahead and revamp?
Yeah, we just finishing up with this boy Lamar Lake. This guy in Oklahoma. I forgot the cop's name, but they went through 3. Yeah, he's retired. Okay, and the story is real interesting.
Black or white?
He's a white retired officer, and the
That's
story
a
is real
sad fact that
interesting.
you got to ask that, but
His daughter was giving him problems. She was like 19 years old, so he puts her out. Okay, and he drives her to a shelter. She stays in the shelter, and she becomes friends with the guy, LeVar, okay? And they hit it off. They started having a little romance going on, and the father went down. He heard about this, and he got in the car and was irate, and he drove down there to the shelter and found him under an underpass, and they was feeding some homeless people. And he rolled up, and the boy went up to shake his hand, and he pulled out and just shot him and peeled out. This has been 3 mistrials. 3 mistrials.
why is that?
Because it's in Oklahoma. You know, that's the home of Tulsa. Tulsa, Oklahoma was where you had the first black civilization, you know, here in America. You know, there was over
Oh, I lived in Oklahoma.
150
I lived in
businesses
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Forest
So
Hill.
you know,
Forest Hill.
you know the history then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually, no, I don't, but I lived there for a hot second.
Okay, well, for those who don't know,
A hot
Tulsa,
second.
Oklahoma, in the early 20th century, like around 1920s or so, right, was what they call Black Wall Street, and it was all business owners. There was like over 200 different businesses. I mean, they had barbers, tailors, you know, mechanics. It was movie theaters. They had like 3 different movie theaters. It was booming. The United States government, with the aid of some good old boys, they actually bombed the joint from the air and burned it to the ground. They killed like 1,000 people. Some estimates go higher than that. The official record, I think, is like 7 something, but as I said, the same thing like with Rosewood. They say like 20 black people died there, so it was like whatever. And that just gives you context for the legal system that they have there, right? And the daughter actually testified against the father. She said he pulled up and it was just bomb, bomb, bomb. She was like, "What was this?" She freaked out, and they haven't managed to convict him yet. The jury hung every time. I mean, you can't find 12 people. So that's 3.
What's the
different
problem? The evidence or lack thereof?
you tell me.
so
I don't know. Like I said, my opinion is, it's under them curses. That's what it is. That's my opinion. But
A good old boy, white guy that was a cop, shot a black guy.
and they can't convict him.
So,
And they know all the information about why he was mad.
hold on.
He
You mean
dropped
they
his daughter
won't convict
off at
him?
the
They
fucking-
dropped
won't.
her off at the-
He
It's not
sent the
like-
daughter because the daughter
You mean
was,
they won't convict
being
him?
bad.
It's not that they can't. They won't. If
They won't
If
convict
if they've had this problem 3 times in a row, you said
3 mistrials.
so that means they won't convict him.
Now, it shows you, but it shows you some things, though, because you got to understand, that district attorney got to be furious. There's rarely a district attorney who's going to try 1 mistrial. This person has done 2, and then the 3rd one is talking about, I'm going to go for him again. This district attorney is so pissed. Yes. That I was like, y'all, the state is either going to pay for it in court fees,
somebody gonna pay
or you
for it.
going to lock this dude up.
And then they try to break it down. Well, we don't know is that they didn't. Is it guilty or not guilty,
Right.
or is it murder and manslaughter?
That's
Trust
the
me,
two.
if there was
Yeah.
if any of it had came down, it wouldn't have been 3 mistrials because
Well,
of manslaughter and murder.
It's also how they made the charge. That's actually a good part of it. They gave it so they made it so that they could only charge him with 1st degree, right? And then manslaughter they would do for like a lesser charge. So basically, what they're saying is you had people in there who was like, nah, it's 1st degree murder. So it could have been like 2 or 3 people who was like, that's 1st degree murder, and other people like, that's manslaughter, and he gets out in like 5 years. And other people was like, no, you're doing 20, straight up.
But
So
I
that
can't-
could have been the case.
That can't be the case.
That is possible.
That is not possible because I think if someone is that,
I don't agree,
I
but,
believe,
but it's possible.
I believe if they're that determined to get some justice for the family.
Right.
And
You
they
would
know
concede
that you're
just
not-
so it
you're
wouldn't be a
gonna-
hung jury.
You're going
Right,
to get
right,
at least
right.
manslaughter. You
Right.
can say, okay.
So
know
you're saying
what?
if you if you was in a jury, say it was me and you in a jury, and they got down there and we couldn't get the other 8 to budge, and it was
Can't
like
budge.
he's going to do 5 years for this.
Manslaughter.
You going to just be like he'll get
Manslaughter.
manslaughter just so it doesn't go to mistrial
So
and
it
he gets a
can't
chance to walk. It's either that or nothing, right?
And that when it gets to 3, now
Yeah.
after the first one, I'll
Yeah.
fight you. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Right.
We're gonna do manslaughter. I mean, we're gonna do.
But after that second
murder.
one, I think I
But
agree
that
with
second
you.
one is like, no.
Right.
we
But
can't.
remember, the jury couldn't know. The jury were picked because they didn't know anything about the other cases. They could not have known that there were other mistrials. So
But
unless the
there's,
judge
well,
said
you-
something
no
specifically,
matter where you get, you couldn't have questioned people.
But hold on, that's
was a big
public
trial.
record though. It's
That was a
public
big
record.
trial. So you knew
was a big
you knew
trial.
what
It's
was
public
going on.
record.
3 trials.
I agree. No, I agree. I think that's
Three
wrong.
trials.
No,
You-
yeah. I
you
can't
gonna
even.
know
Yeah, no,
something.
yeah.
You have to pick people
No.
outside of your districts, which
right?
you're not gonna do.
Right,
You have to.
right.
So
I'm
everybody-
interested also in the jury pool, which I didn't get much information out. You know, if somebody else got something, share it, please. But I couldn't get much information on that jury pool. But I thought that was another interesting story.
Man, I know this is dicey, but in some cases you gotta say
No, I feel you.
you have.
I
no,
can see
some
that,
cases, some cases you have to say these people aren't being forthcoming with the right decision. And
Right.
we can't rely on this jury.
Right.
We need a fair person that's
Right.
going to look at the evidence. And
Independent
say,
counsel. Yeah.
This is what it is, and it has to be this way by law.
Right.
By law, get
Right.
somebody who's going to do by law. Get a white judge and a black judge.
So
That's how
as
do
we
this.
talk about the need for independent counsel for say governance and control and how to keep things in check, we got to talk about Donald Jr. Don't we? Donald Trump Jr.
So this is where I chime in at this week. So I did my research basically during our social political week. This situation that happened with Don Jr. Trump, for those that don't know. Thank you
Donald
for
Trump
all of
Jr.
our listeners from around the world tuning in, because I'm pretty sure you all can see this on your international news stations. But with Donald Trump Jr., basically, I want to say 2 words: deniable plausibility.
Plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
Yes.
All right, here we go. So basically what that means is you can deny the knowledge of something happening off the information that you did not receive or you so-called didn't receive. So emails were released this week from Russia, from Rob Goldstone.
Rob
Goldstone. Yeah, Rob Goldstone, who was also a promoter. He's a concert promoter, show
Does
promoter.
movies too. Yeah.
Did things with Michael Jackson, stuff like that, whatever. So apparently he told Donald Jr. that he was going to be able to give him some information via a Russian lawyer that was associated with the Kremlin that was going to incriminate the Clintons as far as information for Donald Trump to run with during the campaign, whatever. So it came to surface this week, you know what I mean? And the things that Donald was saying is like, basically, that's kind of like treason in a sense. Because you kept saying,
right.
I don't have nothing to do with the Russians,
Right.
but your son,
It's
your
even-
son, and you say, I don't know nothing about this meeting that
agree.
took place
It's
with this
even worse
person
than
in
that.
Trump Tower.
Right.
This meeting took place in
In
Trump
Trump
Tower.
Right. It's
With
even
his
worse than that.
son and these people,
Right.
but he so-called had no knowledge of it until just the other day. And his lawyer, Jay Sekulow, went on to say that he had no knowledge of that prior to Wednesday,
Right.
of this week. So
Nigga, lawyer need a lawyer.
It's worse than that.
So-
what actually happened, the reason why he came out with all of this, because the emails got leaked by Donald
Yes.
Trump Jr.
yes,
That's
he
the important fact.
put it out there ahead of time. He
leaked
put it out
the-
there.
the
He
email.
put it out there.
The Post, the Washington Post, or maybe it was the New York Post, I forget. One of the Posts was about to do a story on him. I think it was actually in New York. And they was going to blow it wide open because they already had the emails and they already knew about it. And they called him for a comment, you know what I'm saying we're going to run this show. So what he did was he released it to get ahead of the story. He put it out so that, like you said, plausible deniability.
The problem is with Donald Trump saying that he only got a hold of this information like a couple of days ago. he made a video press conference when he did it was a town hall meeting or something last year in June. It was June 7th or something like that, 2016. Right. Wherever he was, he did a press conference thing, and he was like, I have some very important information I'm going to give to y'all on Monday, in a couple of days, whatever, once it's released.
Okay.
He was banking on this information that he was going to get from his son, so-called.
Right.
And he so-called didn't receive that information.
Right. And the sad part is that even if Trump, look, you might not even be able to hem up Trump, directly for this, but Donnie Jr. is done, okay? In the damn email, he contacted, the first correspondence was, hey, look, I'm from the Russian government. I've got information on them Clintons. I can bury
And he said,
you.
if this is what it's supposed to be,
I
love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. But hold on. At the same time, that's where he can kind of wash his hands, in a sense, because the fact that he can kind of say, like, if this is what it's supposed to be, then I love it.
No. The reason why they go against, they're breaking the law. It's illegal to collude with another nation or foreign government, you know what I'm saying, in reference to an election or anything like that. That is illegal. There's a law against.
Which is
like
what Senator King
Article
was talking
22.
about.
Yeah,
Senator
he
King
broke
said
the
that.
law. He broke the law. There's no getting around that. Because the guy identified himself as an agent or a representative of a foreign nation, and he contacted him directly. And as soon as he said, you understand, he was dead the minute he said,
it came
okay.
through the promoter. It came through the promoter.
It can come through the
promoter.
promoter.
And then he said he had the Russian lawyer who was, affiliated with the Kremlin and da-da-da-da.
Sure. The minute that they went to Trump Tower, that was it. Because you actually, not only did you agree to it, but you met with him. So you can say, oh, I didn't get anything, or, and it was nothing. It wasn't.
It don't
whatever.
matter.
It doesn't matter at this point. Donnie Jr. is done. That's what I'm saying. That's why he came out with it at first, because he's hoping that public opinion will be like, they're not gonna care. It's not gonna be that big
hey,
a
what
deal.
they say? My man was getting some. His brother was getting him some seared foie gras.
Yeah.
Fucking with me.
It's like,
God damn.
I just can't.
Yo,
at the end of the day,
this
look,
shit. He's
at the end of the day,
crooked as shit, man.
He might as well just be like, yeah, all right, whatever. I was cool with the Russians. Get over it. I'm the president. What y'all gonna do? Because the data is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. His son, Kushner, everyone around him had direct ties to Russia. The damn guy he fired.
Nigga, when your lawyer
Come
need
on,
a lawyer,
every
man.
single person. Your lawyer needs
need a lawyer. That's like my girl got a girlfriend. God
Hey.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Oh, shit.
And I've said that they will never be able to impeach Trump because you need a Senate majority and a House majority vote, and that's not going to happen. But I'm like, it's almost like he's trying to get the shit done.
They need him in there for 4 years to make that money on that oil and all that other bullshit, because they know in 4 years he's gone. And it's sad that this motherfucker's going to be around for 4 years. I mean,
on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. So everybody give your little sign-offs.
Coming up next, man, we got our man is Scroggin with the Scroggin with DC Scroggin DOD. And my man Steve is in the motherfucking building, man. It's your boy Black Grunge, man. Right. Catch you on Instagram, Black Grunge. They try to fuck up my Facebook, but it's all good. And we do Facebook like we do it. First Lady.
First Lady on Instagram and Facebook, LIASIA
Oh,
Hamilton.
Shit. Hamilton. You related to Tony? Tony? This is Anthony.
First Lady DMV all day.
That's right.
Wouldn't give up. Nigga, you look
can
like
find
Anthony
me.
Hamilton. That's who you look like.
Okay.
Anthony Hamilton. I was trying to figure that shit out.
DEMONDALSTON. You can find me on Facebook. You can also find me at Toby Yahoo on YouTube. And my website is GoyurGroup, GOYUR.com. Or GOYURGroup.com.
God damn. Look at you, boy.
All right, so make sure to tune in each and every Friday
Each and
night,
every
8
Friday.
to 9 p.m.
Next
Follow
Saturday,
Fernando
man, we going to have, Friday we going to have a show to
Fernando.
tell you about next Saturday, man.
Yeah.
It's the 20-year reunion Smoke Out 97.
9-7 all day.
Presented by your boy, DC Scrogger and Black Grunge. we going to have a good time. Go to Eventbrite. Get those tickets. As he say, get hit quick because it's litty in the city. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Suland Crossland, baby. 97.
Suland.
We out this motherfucker. Peace!